Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. Today's video we have another review. I'm going to be reviewing the Jeffree Star Cosmetics, the Pink Religion collection that he just launched on July 30th. I was able to get my hands on the bundle set of the palette and the Sacred Glass highlighter kit. I also purchased 2 of the Velvet Trap lipsticks, 1 of the Hydrating Glitz lip balms, and the Holy Mist. I couldn't say that with a straight face, I'm sorry. There were several other items in this collection that the mirrors are really cool, the hand mirrors. There's like the pink chrome cross, and there's also a gold chrome cross, and then 2 other hand mirrors as well. And there's also a Pink Religion backpack. I wasn't really interested in those. I do have a Jeffree Star Cosmetics hand mirror already. I don't really use it that often, primarily because I forget that I have it. So there were actually several other lip shades as well, but the lip shades that I purchased, I got Communion Wine, and I also got my hands on Pink Religion. I've been really looking for hot pink lipstick, and this one kind of sparked my interest, so I'm really interested in seeing how these look and swatch. The Pink Religion bundle that I got was $99, and it came with these 2 items, and then I just purchased everything else separately. So as you guys can see, I have changed up my background. I am anticipating the fall season. I can't wait for it, so I figured what the heck, why not go ahead and just change my background. By the time this video comes out, it will be a little bit closer to September. It'll probably be like mid-August when I release this video. So I figured why not jump on the ball and go ahead and put all of my fall decorations up in the background. I got this really cool new, sorry if you can see my light behind me. It's like this really cool like galaxy globe. It does light up. I don't know if you guys can tell that it's lit up. In my monitor, it doesn't really look super lit up, but it's really cool because you can change the colors on it and it just kind of looks like a planet. It's really cool. Yes, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So I already have my base on. I did like my foundation, my powder, I did my bronzer, I did my blush and my brows. The Pink Religion palette, it's really cool. There is a lot of attention to detail in this collection for sure. The little unicarton is very different. I did watch Jeffree Star's launch video for this collection, and I honestly, for whatever reason, I didn't realize that this was gonna look like a Bible. I have no idea why I didn't realize that, but when I got it in the mail, I was incredibly impressed with this. And even the outside, like, you know, when you go to church, if you go to church, or if you just have a Bible in general, it does have like the gold, it's not like gold leafing, or maybe it is, but it has like the gold rim on like the pages. I apologize, I don't know what it's called or like the correct term for it, but if you can see all of this detail on here, it's so cool. It has a really nice texture. The feel of the palette carton is really nice as well. So let's go ahead and open this baby up and just take off the plastic. I haven't really done that yet. The palette comes with 18 shades. It seems like there's a lot more matte shades in this particular palette compared to shimmers. So there are 3 shimmers. Out of the 18 shades, there are 15 mattes. These shades give me very like strawberry vibes. I do love a lot of the shades that are in this palette. I'm gonna try to use as many as I can in my eye look today. But yes, I can't wait to use this one. This is called Princess Crown. The other frosted eyeshadow shade is Frosting Cult. And we also have Candy Cathedral, which I'm really excited to use that one. It's so beautiful. I am going to swatch it, and I will insert that into the video as well so you can see some of my swatches. And I will also swatch the lipsticks. I'm basically just gonna do a bunch of swatches. So I will insert those into the video so you can see them as we go. Palette retails for $52 if you were to get this individually. The Sacred Glass Highlight palette, if you were to get that individually, runs $62. The formulation of the highlighters in this palette, I know Jeffree Star had mentioned that they are a little more expensive to make. So that is why the palette runs $62, which is a little bit more expensive than some of his typical highlighters. Okay, so I do have my eyes primed and ready to go. So let's just dip right into this. In one of the promo videos for the Pink Religion collection, I believe you can find it on Instagram. I'm not sure if it's a part of his YouTube video. I can't remember. It was a while ago when I watched his launch video. But he has this really beautiful eyeshadow look that I'm going to try to replicate. So what I'm going to do is pop the colors that I am using onto the screen as I go through them and talk about them, so it's easier for you guys to see which shades I'm using as opposed to constantly holding the eyeshadow palette up and down. So I'm going in with Saint Star. That seems to be one of the softer shades in here, a little bit more transitional. This is really nicely pigmented. I feel like it's going on really nice and smooth. In his video, it's like a Instagram reel. His eyeshadow, obviously Jeffree Star doesn't really have eyebrows, so his eyeshadow goes really high up, but for me, obviously we're gonna have to change it a little bit. I'm not gonna be able to go up quite as high as he did. Next shade I'm gonna go in with is Sugar Savior. So far I'm not experiencing really any fallout. I'm gonna go in with Prom Night next. That shade seems to be like probably one of the pinkier shades in this palette. I'm still focusing on my crease area. Wow, that's really pink. That's very pretty. I feel like this is gonna be one of those shades that will stain my eyelids. I am going to take a MAC lip liner. This is the shade Vino. I'm not sure if they still carry this shade or not, but I'd like to use it to lay down to kind of start to build up like a darker color in the corners. I didn't want to use anything that was black or brown. I wanted something that had like a purpley red base to it. So I'm putting Prom Night. So I'm just gonna go straight into the darkest shade that is on here called Handbag Queen. This has a real similar undertone and shade to the Vino liner that I just put on. Try to avoid too much fallout with this one. So I'm just gonna blend right on top of it and kind of pack it and build it up. I'm like blending as I go, just to give that real pretty airbrush look. And I'm focusing out on the corners to give more of that like elongated cat eye look. That shade does have a lot of fallout. I'm just taking Handbag Queen under my eye area as well. Now that I've laid down that dark shade, I'm gonna go in with Beauty Killer and just sort of, I think I might be going back and forth with Handbag Queen and Beauty Killer because I do want to have it, like I said, a little bit more depth in the corners. So right off of the bat, Beauty Killer, it doesn't really apply the shade that it looks in the pan. So I'm gonna try to build it up. Yeah, it actually applies very similarly to the shade Prom Night. I'm just gonna pop a little bit of my Studio Chromographic Pencil by MAC. It's NC15 NW20 into the waterline. So I just popped on Frosting Cult, and it actually looks a lot different on the skin than it does in the palette. It looks really pretty underneath. I really love it, just to give that like illumination under the eye area. I want to pop Princess Crown right in the corners, and then I'm gonna go and do the rest of the top of my eyelid. Ooh, this shade is so pretty. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, this as well doesn't really look like the color you would think. I'm gonna go in with Candy Cathedral now on my eyelid. It's pretty. It doesn't go on as frosty as I was hoping it would. Maybe I just need to apply it with my fingertip as opposed to a wet brush. It definitely doesn't go on the way that it looks in the pan, which is kind of disappointing. I really wanted it to be just like this really bright pop of like hot pink, like metallic hot pink. I did get a lot of fallout on my right under eye area as opposed to my left under eye area, so that's kind of strange, but I'm not too worried about it because I'm going to be playing with like the highlighters, and one of the highlighters from the Sacred Glass palette is like a really pretty frosty pink color, so we're going to be playing with those, so I'm not too bothered by the fallout underneath. I'm going to do my mascara and put on some lashes, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I put on my mascara and a pair of false lashes. So let's jump into playing with the Sacred Glass palette. Oh, this is so pretty. So this is the palette here, the outside packaging, and it has very similar embossment as the Pink Religion eyeshadow palette. It's so pretty. And there you go. That is the inside. There are 3 shades in the palette. There's Pearly Gates. Next is Pink Purity and the Glass Supper. Oh, that's a good one. You know what? It's a pink look. Let's just stick with the theme of pink. So I'm going to do Pink Purity on my cheeks. Like I said, I already have like a bronzer on, and actually I have just a little bit of blush on, but not a ton. I want to use one of these eyeshadow shades as a blush because in the photo that I'm sort of using as a reference for my makeup today, it's a Jeffree Star, one of his like promo photos. He has like the blush that goes all the way up to the eyeshadow, so let's do that. I'm going to grab one of my brushes. So I think I'd like to use, let's do Lollipop Luxury. And I'm gonna take it all the way up to my eyeshadow. We're just going big or going home today. Okay, so Pink Purity, here we go. So I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it a little bit. I want to try using like my fingertip. Again, I always have a better experience applying highlighters that are a little chunkier with glitter with like my fingers. There we go. It's gonna be like a disco ball today. Wow, yeah, you can really see it now. I definitely feel like Pink Purity is meant more for pressing it onto the eyelid. I do like it on the face, it's really fun, but I feel like I would like it better as like an eyeshadow topper, so I'm just gonna pop it right on my eyelid and see what happens. Oh yeah, I like that way better. Yeah, that just gives it like a pop of glitter. I really like that. I'm obviously totally into wearing glitter like on my eyelids. Yeah, I love that. I'm gonna just layer on top of that. I think I want to do Pearly Gates. Ooh, that's pretty. Very pretty. think this is the most highlighter I've ever worn in my life. So I'm just gonna take a tad, go down the nose. I'm literally just tapping right into it. So I also have the Holy Mist, so I'm just gonna spray that on my face. So I have used this a couple times, and it was kind of funny because when I used it for the first time, maybe I didn't shake it well enough. I'm not 100% sure, but it smelled like Tums. And it still kind of smells like Tums to me, but the more I used it, the more I was like, okay, it smells very sweet, very fruity, like almost like a candy necklace. So I do like it now, but that first time that I sprayed it, it was kind of like, ooh, I don't want to smell like Pepto-Bismol or Tums. So the shade that I'm going to use today from the Velvet Trap lipsticks, I'm just going to go dark on the lips. I don't want to do like pink eyes, pink lips, so let's just do like a really dark, vampy color. I love this. So I'm going to line my lips and then I'll be right back. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the tip of that has these really beautiful like embossed stars. I love that. This lipstick looks really pretty. I don't want to use it. I love this lip color. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm back at MAC again. This is what I always used to love doing, was just a really dark, very vampy lip color. I just love it so much, and it goes perfectly with the eyeshadow. I love this whole look. So I have these three here. I have also the Pink Religion lipstick, and I also have the shade Alter in the Hydrating lip balm. So I will insert swatches and you can see what they look like on my skin tone. And yeah, that is pretty much everything that I got. I do love this. I mean, these colors are just outstanding on the packaging. It's beautiful. The feel of the packaging is wonderful as well. The colors that are inside, I really love how everything applied on my eyes. I am looking forward to playing with this palette a little bit more, and I just absolutely love this is the second Velvet Trap lipstick that I've owned, because the only other one that I have is called Naked Body, and I don't wear it that often. It's kind of hard sometimes, obviously, shopping online. You never know what color you're gonna get, so I don't really like that shade, but these shades I really love. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell if you'd like to see more of this face right here, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Bye guys.